Hello. Been a while. It's been a hot minute. Also, please excuse how I sound. I am quite sick. Getting over it hopefully soon. I slept for like 13 hours last night and I woke up feeling worse. I feel okay right now, but it's always worse at night and in the morning. But anyway, so I have not posted for a very long time. I hit the end of December and beginning of January with a schedule and a plan to post regularly. I had pre-planned projects and content. Snow falling from my roof. So I have pre-planned content for probably at least January, if not January and February. I can't quite remember the exact amount of time, but I got really overwhelmed with that. I'm also the kind of person, and I think it's just like the ADHD brain, where once I've finished a painting, and even sometimes before I finish that painting, my brain has moved on to something else. I've moved on to a whole other project, whether it's even in the same realm, whether it's another painting or craft project, or if I'm like, I feel like reading. I want to read. I don't want to work on a project right now. I really want to read. Or if I'm really wanting to watch a movie or a specific show. My brain jumps around so much that it's really hard for me to like pre-plan that sort of stuff. And I think I just got so overwhelmed. And I also work in accounting, and in the States right now, it's tax season. We're literally almost 2 weeks away from the deadline. And I have not done really anything creative for myself in a while. I started a junk journal / bullet journal that I've kind of been working in here and there. I put budgets in there. I put spreads in there and everything. But it's not really, I haven't spent as much time doing it as I would have liked. I definitely had it set up for the beginning of this year, and I was really excited to work in it. But working right now, if I don't go in on the weekends, which I'm probably gonna have to go in tomorrow. I didn't go in today because we just got a bunch of snow and the roads are probably crap. If I don't go in on the weekends, I'm working about 60 hours a week, and I'm salary. I don't make extra for that. But outside of that, we don't usually have to work a full 40, but it doesn't really matter because 60 hours a week when you're doing what we're doing, dealing with clients, dealing with tax information, trying to solve problems, it's exhausting mentally. I've been doing bookkeeping now for almost 10 years, and I didn't work at a tax group for a number of years, and now that I'm back, I remember just how exhausting it is. And I don't want to say awful because that's dramatic, but it sucks a lot sometimes. It really, really does. It's really mentally draining. I get home and I just veg out. I don't work on any projects. I have no energy to do anything. Early March or end of February, I started to pick up reading more. I love to read. I have quite a few books, and I hadn't really read in a long time. I was part of a book club, so I kind of had an excuse to read. I haven't allowed myself to do the things that I enjoy. I love to read, I love to paint, and I love to draw. I really enjoy baking. I really want to get more into sewing and making my own clothes. But yeah, my 30th birthday is this year, and I'd really like to make myself something nice to wear for my birthday. But then the other side of that is I have a gym membership, and I haven't gone in a few weeks, but I was going regularly, and it was helping me sleep at night. It was helping me mentally. And I really want to go regularly, get myself into better physical shape before I even do that. So there's a lot in the background in life that I've been trying to focus on my mental health, my physical health, and I think my poor sister got the brunt of this yesterday. I sent her a Snapchat video. I was just so exhausted from work, and I had a really crappy day, and I had a little mini meltdown, and I was driving at the time, which was probably not a good idea. I wasn't like holding my phone. I had on Snapchat, you can like set to lock to keep recording, but it was not a good day. And I think I just realized I have let it consume my life, let the like negative things and the work consume my life, and not done any of the things that I really like other than reading. Like I said, I've read a few books this month. But I also don't know what kind of content I want to make. I don't watch the same content that I watched last year or the year before, the year before. It changes regularly. So I also want to make content like I like to watch because that's what I enjoy, and I want to make that sort of stuff too. So my goal is to do a video a week. And I think what I need to do is pick something, do it, edit it, really mentally get into what I'm doing before even thinking about moving on, which is difficult when you're trying to work full time and you're trying to do content because, you know, even at 40 hours or 32 hours, whatever full time you're working, it's still a lot of like mental energy you're losing throughout the day. It hits like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm at work and I'm like, this sounds so fun. I want to do this. And then by the time I get home, I'm like, I'm exhausted. I just can't do it. So I need to stop doing that to myself and getting out of that mindset. And it's hard. It's really hard. I also am not a social person. I don't really care to post online that much as far as like about my life. No one cares what I eat for lunch, and no one cares what my coffee order is. And I think a lot of what I see is like people posting to post and not posting. I don't know. They don't seem like they enjoy it so much. And maybe it's my algorithm feeding me stuff. I don't know. But I really just use Instagram and YouTube at this point. I have a TikTok, but it's mostly because my sister sends me videos on there and I want to be able to watch them. So I think it's just gonna be like Instagram, YouTube, a video a week, and frankly, it's just gonna be what I feel like posting. Maybe it's a baking video, maybe it's a vlog of what I did. I don't know. I think it's a nice creative outlet to have, and I feel like I've put myself in such a specific niche, and it's hard when you mentally are not just in that niche. It's not like my whole life is drawing and painting. I love to do all kinds of stuff, and I want to incorporate that a little bit more into my channel. I don't know what I'm going to do with my online shop. I don't really have a lot of inventory, but I have enough that I might try and just do like craft shows this summer to sell that. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. I'm not worried about that right now. I really just want to get into doing things that I enjoy. Yeah, today's March 29th. I probably won't post this for a few weeks. I think I'm going to maybe throughout this next week. Honestly, I need to get past the tax deadline mentally for myself. I have to do. I can't even think about anything else, just getting past the freaking deadline. But when I'm ready to start posting regularly, I'm going to probably pre-film a couple of things so that I feel like I can spend the time to edit it in a nice and interesting way, adding interesting music and, because videos like this for me are easy to edit. I just have to cut in between what I'm saying to like crop it together, maybe add an intro or something. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with that. But I'd like to be able to take the time to edit and enjoy that process, because if it's not something I enjoy, my brain is just, I force myself to do it and then it doesn't ever come out right or well, or, I end up not liking anything that I do. So I hope this was not too rambly. I've actually filmed this a couple times, but I look very sickly in the other ones, so I had to get myself put together a little bit more. Hopefully this goes away. I'm sick of being sick. I've been sick like 4 times since the beginning of this year, and I take ginger turmeric shots and vitamin D. I think it's just the like mental being worn out and being, I don't know, it's a lot. I don't know what it is. It's just a lot. I can tell you that now. So I will see you next time, hopefully next week. And I have one painting project that I'd like to start. And then I think I have a book kind of video I'd like to do. I might do some home videos too, like rearranging, renovation. Not renovation, I rent. I can't renovate anything. I might even do like a baking video, blog. Hopefully you'll see this video and be back next week. That would be cool. Okay, I'm gonna edit this now. Thank you for watching. If you got to this point, comment. I would like to know if anybody else is struggling with things as much as me right now. After my mental breakdown yesterday, I do feel a little bit better. I think it's just a combination of a lot of things, culminating at once. Not a culminating. Culminating. To reach a climax or point of highest development. Yes, culminating. I need to eat dinner soon because I'm hungry. That's how food works. Hopefully I will be back next week with a fun video. I'm just rambling. How long is this? 15 minutes. I'm gonna film for 15 minutes, plus the 10 minutes before and the 20 minutes before that. Anyway, I will see you next week with something.